Welcome to orientation. Go ahead and text your partners and your team members and remind them to hop on the call. We have some of our best leaders doing this call today, and we actually have our national director, Mr. Tim Herr, closing out. So it is going to be a good one. Please put in the chat box where you're connecting from so we can recognize you in your city. Hello, Jermaine. If you're brand new to Riemann or if this is your first orientation, please type in me in the chat box, and we want to welcome you. All right, we got LA. Who do we got? Australia. Nice. Australia. We just have announced some exciting news about Australia. We have Vancouver. Hello from Woodland Hills, Irvine, Texas, OC. Australia again. Hi from Vegas. Long Beach. Hello. Phoenix, Virginia. All right, let's go. We want to welcome every one of you to tonight's orientation. This orientation is designed to guide you on how to maximize the Riemann opportunity by applying a simple system to grow your business and help people in your team have success as well. My name is Anna Kim, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Tuesday night Riemann orientation. I was a stay-at-home mom for 7 years until I decided to do something more than just be a mom of 3 kids. And the goal started off as just making an extra few $100s a month. And almost 3 years later, it turned into something where I can work full-time, work part-time, make a full-time income, and still be present to take care of my family. So we are excited that you have decided to join and partner with Riemann and have taken the most important step, which is to attend orientation training. If this is your first or second orientation, it'll help you get started without any guesswork. And if you've been doing Riemann for a while, joining these calls are perfect for teaching and helping you how to do the presentation and how to help your team get started. So now I encourage you to take some notes, as this orientation will help you launch and plan out your business. During orientation, we're going to be going over a few different agenda items. First of all, we want to officially welcome you to Riemann. Secondly, we're going to be explaining the support system you're going to have as you start your Riemann opportunity. Thirdly, we're going to be going to how to launch your business properly, as well as teach your team how to launch their business successfully as well. And lastly, we'll be going over some of the exciting events, promotions, calendar, and upcoming things that are happening in the month of November. For those who are brand new to Riemann, we want to recap on who Riemann is. Riemann was established in Korea in 2018, so it has a short 7-year history. And in Korea alone, they've done over 2.5 billion in revenue, became the #1 K-beauty brand in Korea, which is an extremely competitive market to capture. In the small country of Korea, with a population of just over 51 million people, they sold over 40 million bottles of our skincare products. And we brought this incredible brand and started the global expansion beginning in North America just over 2 years ago. Since then, we have launched Taiwan, Hong Kong, and recently, a few months ago, we launched our first country in Latin America and opened up Mexico and opened up Singapore and Malaysia as well. We just launched the Philippines, and a few weeks ago, we launched the UK, which is our first European country. And we are also launching Japan in just a few weeks. In just over 2 years, we've been able to expand to 10 different countries, and next year, we will be expanding to Italy, Spain, Ireland, Colombia, Chile, and Peru. In fact, if you haven't already heard, the company has just announced that this past weekend that we're going to be launching into Romania, Costa Rica, France, Australia, and Thailand. I know a few of you are here from Australia, so that is exciting news. It is actually pretty incredible that they keep adding new countries, and it is such an exciting time to be a part of this company right now. Maybe you don't know anyone in Romania right now, but you don't know who your team knows. So as the company grows its footprint globally, I want you to recognize that your opportunity with Riemann will grow as well. Riemann is a special company that focuses on rethinking, reimagining, and redefining everything we do as different. As you get to know the company, you will see that not only are the products different, it is the core philosophies, the price, the business model, and the people you get to associate with. Every aspect of the company is different, and it's the difference you're going to love, and we welcome you to start the journey with us at Riemann. The first support system that you're going to want to get familiar with is our website, Riemann.com. Riemann.com is where you'll be able to do everything you need to start order, manage, and grow and run your business. At Remon.com, you will be able to enroll new distributors, enroll new customers, order and manage products, do sales management, team performance management, get business and marketing tools, and commission reports, and more. One exciting thing about Remon.com is that it is a global platform that unites all the countries into one seamless domain. So if you have a planner in, let's say, Malaysia, they will be able to experience the same checkout and back office as you do. And it is easy to train and help your planners get signed up and started. The company is continually updating marketing materials and tools that you can use. And I think you will find our website to be super helpful in running and growing your business. Now, I want to briefly introduce you to Remon's My Office. When you log into your account, in the corner, you're going to see your own office, which is called My Office. It will show you the progress of where you are, how much you need to do to become the next manager, rank of manager to double your commission, how much you need to become a senior manager to triple your commission, and how much you need to do to become a team leader to quadruple your commission. You're going to be able to monitor that all here. Okay, now I've never highlighted this specifically, but I think I need to highlight this today because it's November and the key to your success for this upcoming holiday season is tracked here. Look at the rank advancement portion. As a brand new planner, you see that the next rank will say manager, but I don't want you to focus on manager. Focus on senior manager. This is key. We'll go over that later today, and Cynthia will go over how to become a senior manager, but you want to hit this rank before Black Friday. Why? Because you want to double or triple your commission during the biggest shopping season of the year. And you don't want to miss out on extra commission you could have earned. Okay, moving on. The personal snapshot shows how many people are in your team and how many customers you have introduced. You can see your top retailer and unit level eligibility. You can see your travel points and monitor your global regional sales reports. You're also going to be able to manage all the volume and all the activities of your team through various reports and genealogy, which is very helpful in managing your team and your volume. Now, the website also makes it super easy to share the products and share your business through your own personal website. You will have the ability to create your own personalized domain. So if you have already signed up, you have done that in the domain, in the sign up process, and you can share your link with your family, your friends, or your customers, and on your social media platform very easily. Customers can create an account and people can roll into the business and your referral link will credit it all back to you. There is a personal customer report where you can also view their auto ships or their lifetime spend. So you can kind of gauge where they're at and shoot them a quick call or a message to follow up on their orders or even potentially convert them into a planner. So there's a lot of things you can do here on Remon.com, and we encourage you to get familiar with the website and really know what you're doing and go through all the functions so that you can access and utilize everything to run and grow your business. You can even create customized shopping bags for your customers to click, and it has a curated shopping bag that you have created just for them. Last week, I was onboarding a spa owner, and he decided that it'd be helpful to create a specific routine that he would use on his clients. And he could just send them that link, and we put about 7 items into his bag, and now he can just text his clients the link, and those preset items will already be available for them to just check out with. So we also have the ability to do that for specific countries as well. So if you have a customer in, say, the UK, you can create a special shopping bag for UK only. Now, there is another part of the website we want you to get familiar with, which is called the Drive. The Drive is where you can find all the marketing materials and business tools that you may need. You can find product sheets and brochures that have information on the product functions, key ingredients, how to use the products, and benefits for you to learn and share with your customers or potential prospects. You could find more marketing tools, company videos, and other business tools all under the Drive, and you have full free access to these tools to help build your business. A lot of people ask, where can we get a copy of even these presentations and all these slides? They're all in there as well. So you can take a look and get familiar with it. And after you get familiar with Remon.com and the Drive, you want to launch your business in a very successful way. You want to launch your business with the proper guidelines to make sure that you are doing the right things and the right activities at the right time to maximize the results of your business. The first thing you want to do when starting your business plan is create a simple business plan. Since it's November, let's think of it as preparing Thanksgiving dinner. You wouldn't just start cooking random dishes and hope it all comes together at the right time. No, you would plan the menu, make a shopping list, and figure out when each dish needs to go into the oven so that everything is ready when your guests arrive. And your Remon business works the same way. A basic plan helps you stay focused, avoid distractions, and actually move forward instead of second guessing every step. So we've made it easy for you. There's a document in the Drive that breaks it down into a simple 4-step plan. You can print it out and fill it in. There's no guessing, no overthinking with this document. It's designed to help you get clear, get moving, and build momentum right from the start. So everybody who starts this business should take the time to create their own blueprint. This is the foundation, and it's how you set up yourself for success. When you start to feel overwhelmed or don't know where to begin, take a breath and step back for a minute. Jot down a simple plan. Where are you now and where you'd like to end up? Even if things don't go exactly as planned, you'll have a clear sense of direction to guide you, and you can kind of adjust as you go. So start by asking yourself, what do the next 3 to 6 months look like? Do you want a few hundred extra dollars to cover bills or a car payment? Or are you aiming to replace your full-time income? We got the holidays coming up, and I know it's a very expensive time of the year. So maybe you just want some financial breathing room for this season. Either way, there's no right or wrong for your goal. This is your business, and your daily actions will shape your results. Then take a step back and think bigger. In 2 to 5 years, if everything went right, if you really committed, build the skills, and stayed consistent, what could this become? What kind of life could you create? Let yourself dream a little. Allow your brain to stretch a little and allow it to come with creative ways to reach your goals. But here's the key. You need to know why you're doing this. Like Jim Rohn said, if the why is powerful, the how becomes easy. So really think about your reason. Maybe it's your kids, your freedom, your retirement, or maybe you just want to prove to yourself that you can do this. Or maybe it's just to feel some financial relief. That why is what will keep you going on the hard days. And yes, the doubts may show up. The what if I fail thoughts, the it may work for them, but it won't work for me thoughts. But here's the better question. What if you don't? What if you actually succeed? I've had those same fears myself. In the beginning, I doubted myself so many times, and every other day I wanted to quit. But I borrowed the confidence from the leaders around me until I built my own confidence. The truth is, confidence doesn't show up before you start. It comes from starting. You don't wait to feel ready. You move forward while you're scared. It's the act of doing, even when you're afraid, that creates real confidence. So whatever your reason is for building your Remon business, just know this. You're not doing it alone. You've got support. You've got people here who believe in big goals, who believe in global expansion, and we want to see you win. So take the time with this document. Fill it out, revisit it, tweak it as you go, share it with your upline leaders so they can, help you along the way and have someone to be accountable with. Write down the date you finished each step and then celebrate that step. Now, let me talk about one of my favorite events of the year. When I was growing up, my parents had a business that required them to work 365 days a year, and family vacations were rare. So one of my personal whys is to have the freedom to travel with my family as much as I can, and doing Remon allows me to do exactly that. But the best part is that once a year, we get to qualify for a free trip to an all-inclusive resort. I've taken my family on every trip Remon has done, and my kids are so in love with all-inclusive trips, you'll find them at the swim up bars, ordering strawberry smoothies, eating all the nachos. But it's also a place where you get to connect with all the top leaders in the company, pick their brains, recharge, and get trained and inspired. And it's such an awesome, awesome time. Now, there are different tiers to qualify depending on certain sales volumes or rank advancements. So tier 1 for 1,200 travel points is a trip for one. So when you arrive, all your travel, accommodations, food and beverages are all free and included. And tier 2 is a trip for one plus up to 500 in airfare reimbursement, which is great. Tier 3 is a trip for two plus 500 in airfare reimbursement. And tier 4 is a trip for two plus up to 1,000 in airfare reimbursement. So the goal is to hit this tier so you can bring your husband or your wife or your favorite child or a loved one. It's actually more fun and more meaningful to bring someone with you so you can share the experience together. So how do you earn travel points? It's pretty simple. Customer sales is one. You earn 5 travel points for every 100 or 139 for our Canadian friends that your customers spend. Or if you have 40 active customers for the month, you can earn 100 travel points. And note that this isn't lifetime customers, it's active customers for the month. So we have the holidays coming up. It's a good time to remind your customers about the Black Friday deals we'll be having later this month. Sponsoring new team members with starter kits can also help you gain travel points. Advancing ranks to senior manager, team leader, or director gets you extra travel points. And if you maintain certain volumes as leaders, you can easily get additional travel points. So the goal here with these retreats is to try to gain points in every single area. You're doing these activities anyway, so it's kind of a no-brainer to kind of push a little harder to make sure you get that free vacation for yourself and your loved ones. Honestly, it's really, really so much fun. So who's gonna join us in Costa Rica? Type let's go in the chat if you've qualified or you're planning to qualify, and I hope to see you there. Now, it is my honor to introduce a very special lady. Um, She's a retired educator who now uses her teaching and leadership skills to help others grow in her Riemann business. Her story is so inspiring, and I know you're going to love hearing from her. So please help me welcome top producing team leader Linda Hernandez to the call. Hi, Linda, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Can you
can.
hear me?
Hi,
Okay.
welcome.
Yes, it was giving me, can y'all see me and hear me?
Yes, we can, Linda.
Okay, perfect. I'm so sorry. It was giving me an error to unmute myself. Okay, well, hello everyone. I'm so glad to be here tonight with you all. I'm so excited for all of you to be here as well. Y'all have joined the most amazing company, the most amazing team. My name is Linda Hernandez. Thank you so much, Anna, for all that information. And I am so excited to be here and to just welcome y'all tonight. As Anna mentioned, I am a retired educator with 30 years in the classroom in a high school setting. And if you had told me a year ago or a year and a half ago that I'd be here on a Zoom call sharing about skincare, I certainly would have said, no way, not me. My journey actually started with health, not with skincare. I was focused on losing weight and just taking better care of myself. And somehow that path led me right to Riemann. And I had no plan, I'm letting y'all know right now, of ever selling anything. I just wanted to try the products, love the products. But once I did, I was hooked. My skin was finally where I wanted it to be, what I wanted it to be. I loved it, and I had tried everything under the sun and had not gotten the results that I wanted. And that's when I realized that this is something powerful that I'm a part of, that others needed to know about. So now I wasn't selling anymore. I was simply sharing something that I truly loved. And from that moment, everything just took off. 3 weeks in, I became a manager. I did that on one-on-ones, just meeting people one-on-one. And a week later, I became a senior manager. And within 10 months, I had become a team leader with incredible planners on my team. I'm so blessed. And here's the best part. I did all of that with no social media, no reels, no stories, no hashtags, just real results and honestly, a real passion. So believe me when I say that if I can do this, that anyone here can. Because our products, quite honestly, are the best. There's just no comparison. My advice to anyone who's here tonight would be try it all. Try it all. Get yourself all of it, okay? Love it all because you're going to. And every single line that we carry in Cellderm, Bodalab, the Lifening are absolutely amazing. And when you fall in love with these products, that excitement it's just naturally going to flow into everything that you do, every person that you meet, every presentation that you give. And here's something that I really want you to hear. Even if you have a full-time job, you can still make this business work. You can still make this business thrive. And all it takes is being intentional, setting appointments in your calendar, blocking out times for follow-ups, demos, connecting with people. And this business grows when you make time for it, when you make space for it, even if it's small, because small, consistent actions are what are going to add up to huge results. The secret to success here, I have found, is just passion. It's believing in what you're sharing. And that's how you connect with people. That's how you build a team, and that's how you grow with passion. So my advice is keep showing up, keep learning, keep sharing, keep getting on these calls over and over again so you can just learn and learn again, and keep ranking again and again. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let fear stop you because results definitely are going to speak louder than anything you say, right? Sharing your story. Um, if a retired teacher with no social media can build a team of 79 in a year, so can you. So my advice is start today, start tonight. Why not? The holidays are coming up. As Anna mentioned, we have Black Friday specials that are coming up. Snatch them up and gift this to all of your friends, all of your family, and I promise you, you're going to get all of them on board the Korean skincare craze because that's what this is. So thank you so much for the time to be able to share tonight, for being here. I wish you all the absolute best. You've joined the most amazing team, and everyone is available to help you all. I'm so excited right now to introduce our next speaker, Cynthia Quiroz. She is a powerhouse team leader with true inspiration in the beauty world. She's passionate about all things Korean skincare and loves empowering others to grow with confidence and purpose. So please help me welcome the amazing Cynthia Quiroz.
Thank you so much, Linda. I love your story. So powerful. I just love hearing everybody's story every time I hop on this call because you truly do get inspired. My name is Cynthia Quiroz. I am from Mexico. I was raised in LA and I come from the financial services industry. I became an entrepreneur at the very young age of 18, and I love attending calls like these and trainings like these because the way I think about it is kind of like a gas station. You go to the gas station to fill up your tank so you can go those extra 300 miles. So when you come to these trainings, you think about it like that. You come here to be filled, be poured into by the top leaders in Remon so that you can continue to power through through your business and you have it like so easy here, okay? I'm daring to say that yes, it's so easy here because where I come from in the financial services industry, we had such an extensive process. It was also, I was an independent broker, so you'd have to get people licensed, background check, and training, and all these things that took 1 to 3 months until somebody was able to start earning. And here, you get to determine when you'd like to start. Because here, let me tell you a little secret. Success loves speed. And so the faster you get to move, the more success you will continue to carry on. And the moment you get started as a business partner in Remon, that's where you really launch, right? You become a planner and you start to earn that 10% every time that you sell or buy. And so when I got started in Remon, I looked at that 10% and I was like, okay, what's my next? Because there's no way I'm just gonna stay here. And they told me like, hey, you gotta go hit senior manager. Like senior manager is where you want to be. And on your way to senior manager is manager. So how do we get that done first? Because when you get started, you have 30 days as a new business partner to buy some product, okay? And depending on where you see yourself and how much product you'd like to get, that's gonna kind of determine how much it's gonna push you towards your goal, towards your next goal. So we've been talking about starter kits, you might hear them, and let's say you get started with a $1,500 starter kit. You get 2 of those, congratulations, you're a senior manager. Or you get started with the $1,000 kit and you find 2 other people that do the same, congratulations, you're a manager. And so that's kind of, there's so many ways that you can push yourself closer to your goal. But senior manager, put a goal date. Okay, we want to have you put a goal date to achieve senior manager, because all that matters, hear me out, all that matters right now is you getting to senior manager. That's all that matters. That's the only focus. Yes, there's so many other great things happening right now that are also important, like Black Friday, which is the reason why you want to go senior manager as fast as you can. So let me show you the game plan here for senior manager. How do you become senior manager? And put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to not just double, but triple your Remon earnings. Because in senior manager, you are going to accumulate 6,000 points in sales in 3 months. Okay? And by the way, senior manager and manager, these are lifetime positions, meaning the moment you hit them, you stay there for life. You can't be demoted, which is awesome. That's like unheard of. So once you hit those 6,000 points in 3 calendar rolling months, meaning let's say that you got started in October and you started running and you have some points from October. So you have October, November, December to get it done. Okay. And the way you get it done is if you do 2,000, let's say 2,000 every 3 months, 2, 4, 6, or at any point in time that you don't do those 6,000 in those 3 months, you're automatically a senior manager. And everything that counts is going to be your personal purchases, your personal sales, so your customers, and the personal sales and purchases of your first level. Okay. And on top of that, the only qualification, that the only requirement here is for you to get 3 active customers for your commission release. I know that's going to be so easy for you because they can be the same customers, new customers. And the moment that you do get those 3 active customers, you qualify for a commission release. Let's say you don't get them for whatever reason, which is impossible. I know that's not going to be something that you have to worry about. But let's say you miss one, then don't worry, nothing happens. We're going to wait for you the next month for you to get those 3. That way you can get your commissions released, okay? So here you do triple your income from a 30% up to a 40%. Senior manager is so key. It's the building block in the Remon business. Everybody wants to go senior manager ASAP because you start to unlock so many levels, so many ways to earn. There's so many fun ways to earn here. And that's what I love about it, is that you kind of get in where you fit in. If you're a customer getter, if you're a builder, wherever you are at, you can fit in here. And this is going to unlock all those different ways we get paid. So on top of your 30 to 40%, you get an additional 5% for your senior manager open group. And this means that your planners and your managers, anybody in your organization, you get a total of 5% additional. And you also get to unlock the uni level bonus, which I'm going to talk to you in a little bit. But just know, you want to make sure you have 10 lifetime customers in your back office so that the moment you hit 1,000 points in sales, you can qualify automatically. And then the top retailer bonus, you can unlock that additional 5 to 10%. If you're like, let's say you have 20 lifetime customers that signed up with you and you do 2,000 in personal production, 2,000 in sales, then that's an additional 5%. If you double that, let's say you're a really good customer getter and you have 40 lifetime customers and you do 4,000 in personal sales, then that's an additional 10%. Now, I know this is a lot of information, and I hope you're writing this down because senior manager is so important. But in personal order rebate program, this is when you make order through your planner account. Okay, you need to stock up on some product, order some product. You're gonna get half of it, 12.5% in cash rebate, and the other half, 12.5% in Remon dollar rebate. Now, I love Remon dollars because that way I can just restock my own product, or I can get some product from my friends. That's a great exposure tool. And sometimes I'll get some product for pop-ups. Hey, who bought some product today at our pop-up? You're gonna be entered to the giveaway, and it's such a fun way to keep everybody engaged and just make it fun, right? Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to have fun. So how do we earn as a senior manager? Let's say we go out and get a customer. Depending on what bonus you hit that month, you're gonna earn from a 30 to a 40%. Let's say you have a planner in your team and a planner earns 10%, you earn 30, the difference is 10%. So then you earn 20% for that planner. Let's say the planner has other planners in their organization. Well, that's where the additional 5% for your senior manager open group commission comes in. Let's say you also have a manager in your team, and a manager's earn 20, you earn 30, so you're earning a 10% on your managers, plus the additional 5% of the open group senior manager commission. Let's say you also have a senior manager. You're at the same rank now. What happens then? Do you stop earning? No, you still get 5% for everything that senior manager does, which I've also haven't seen this in the industry. Now let me go more into depth about the uni level bonus, because this uni level bonus, the moment that you already have 10 lifetime customers and you hit 1,000 in personal sales, you're going to unlock up to 4 levels. That means that your first and second, you'll be earning additional 5% on top of everything else I just explained to you. Just if this is not making sense to you, just know you're going to be making more money at senior manager. And then your third and fourth level, you'll earn a 3%. Okay, so that's the uni level. And just so you know, because you're so good at this business and it's so simple, you're gonna get a $500 bonus only this month from Remon for hitting senior manager. And I know they're gonna cover it in the end, so I don't want to spill the beans for you, but I'm just so excited to talk about it. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it yet. And on your way to senior manager, when you hit manager, you're gonna get $250 bonus. So it's just such a fun time to be in the business right now, especially with Black Friday coming on, and everybody wants to go senior manager. So up next, am I covering the starter kits, or actually, let me ask actually.
Totally up to you.
Okay, let's cover the starter kits. Let's cover the starter kits of the month of November. So every month we have new starter kits that Remon launches out, and this is what our new business partners have access to the first 30 days in the business. Now remember, you get it where you fit in. So depending on where you see yourself, you want to start fast. You want to get product inventory. You know you're going to give it to your friends. You know you're going to have pop-ups. Then I'd recommend getting started with the $1,700 kit. You get to try all the products. You'll get to have some inventory, even our experience kits that are kind of like our travel kits, plus some brochures. We also have a $1,600 starter kit that comes with all the products so that you can get to know all of them, have your testimony. We have the starter kit plus for 1,000. Remember, if you get one and 2 other people get one of these, boom, you're manager. And then we have a starter kit EX line. But this is kind of for the people that, I just want to try the product, see how it goes on my skin. You're going to love it. People are going to, what are you doing? Are you using Botox, facelift? Getting all the amazing compliments. And then we also have the Radiant 100 Experience Starter Kit. This is a great exposure tool so that if you have friends that you'd like to expose this to, you can hand them out. They're like travel size kits so that people can use them for like about a month. And it's just awesome to be able to use Talk Demo, right? I don't know about you guys, in Team TSG, that's our everyday talk. Use Talk Demo, use the product, talk about the product, demonstrate the product all day long. And with these starter kits, you'll also get those bonuses that we talked about, those $100, $250, and $500 bonuses. These are the Canadian prices for the same starter kits that I just shared if you'd like to take a screenshot. And now I'd like to bring up a very special guest who is amazing at this business. I know he is an OG in our industry, has so much knowledge to give. I just want to soak it up like a sponge and apply it and share it. And I know he's going to share some really great information with you tonight. So continue to pay attention and stay until the end because so much more good things are coming. So please help me give a warm welcome in the chat to Mr. Scott Allen.
You are too kind. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I love your energy. I love hearing about the senior manager game plan. And when somebody that's talking about it is so excited and so like energetic about it, because that's truly the thing. We talk about it all the time. Senior manager, I'm going to say it again in a minute. It is the way to get yourself to all of the future levels, right? Team leader and above. So I just have to say thank you so much to Anna Kim. She was amazing. And also, now I know where all the nachos went when we were in Mexico. Hello, your kids. Huh? Linda, your story's inspiring every time I hear it. So thank you so much. And Cynthia, honestly, that was wonderful. My name is Scott Allen. I am here to speak to you tonight about the team leader game plan and talk to you about how we go now from the senior manager up into what I call like our first sort of executive-ish level before we really get into the levels of director, senior director, and above. So let's take a look at how we achieve senior manager, if I can find the right screen, team leader, to really increase your Remon opportunity. So the first thing is, this is the first level where you don't have the option to sort of buy in, as it were. Senior manager, as Cynthia just talked about, if you want to, if it makes sense for your business, you can look at those starter kits, you can go in, you can get 4 of the premium kits, and you can level up to senior manager day 1 of your Remon opportunity. Get 3 friends and yourself together, you all buy a kit, you level up to senior manager, they might level up to manager depending on the points, etc. You're allowed 4 of those kits, so it's a great way to immediately get to the highest amount of commission possible that you can simply do by sort of purchasing in if it makes sense to your business. It is perfectly okay to do the organic growth method. Everyone is a little bit different, but this is where it's great. Now, it changes for team leader because you need to have a team, right? That's the word right there in the title, team. There is no I in team. You've heard that before because you can't do it alone, right? You need a group of people working with you. So to get to team leader, it requires you to earn 50,000 total sales points in a 5-month period. If you're a senior manager, you're already going to be making, you got to the 6,000 in 3 months, you're going to be building. So, and then you're going to be duplicating and getting more senior managers. So for you to do 10,000 a month, 12,000 a month, 20,000 a month with your team is not impossible. And so the entire team, the sales points from your team count toward you achieving the team leader position. So you do need to hit that 50,000 in 5 months. That can be 10,000 a month for 5 months. You can get it all in 1 month if your team is crazy excited and working, right? And you do need to have 3 senior managers below you, right? That's the key because you want to start building depth in your team. You want to sign up a minimum of 3, I say 10, right? You want to sign up a minimum of 3 senior managers to achieve team leader. And if they're signing up people and that continues to expand outward, you're going to get there very quickly. One of the things you should consider, as shown on the slide here, is you should say to yourself, when am I going to do it? If you just hit senior manager, then you need to look at it and say, when do I want to be team leader? And I'm going to tell you when you want to be team leader right now, before convention, right? You want to be a team leader before the next convention because you want to be getting the 40% commission that's available to you. You want to be able to walk across that stage and be recognized for the amazing work that you've done, right? And those are the types of things that happen. There's a team leader gala that happens at the conventions that is only available to team leader and higher, and you don't want to miss these things. Every time Remon says, here's this thing we're doing, here's this event, here's this travel plan we're doing, etc. You want to go for those as much as possible because these are things you do just by doing what you're here for. Talking to people, putting product on their face, selling the product, building a team, you're going to do it anyway. So if you do it more, if you keep the excitement going, right, it's passion and action are going to make this thing happen, then you're going to reach team leader very quickly. So make sure you set a goal date and then test yourself. Did you achieve it there? If you didn't, it's okay. No one's holding you to anything specific except yourself. And this is all about your own personal passion. We have people that are here that were like, I would never in a million years have thought that I would be in a network sort of marketing thing or talking about skincare. Wait, why am I saying there are people? I'm him, right? I would never have thought I would be here in this kind of thing talking about skincare, but I love it and I love everything I learn about it. So just make sure to keep it going. Now let's go and look at the actual team leader sort of information, right? So 10,000 a month in 5 months or 50,000 anytime in a 5 month period gets you qualified to become a team leader as long as you have 3 senior managers, right? You need them in separate legs. If you put everybody in one leg, everyone is just a direct line down, you max it. You can only get 50% maximum from a single leg. Thus, the 3 legs minimum, right? Go for more. You want to build depth. And then to maintain team leader once you get it. Now, this is the first position that has an actual maintenance requirement, and it should not be an issue, right? 10,000 sales points a month. You have senior managers under you. They have potentially senior managers or managers under them. You all have customers under you, right? And you have your own customers as well. So getting to 10,000 sales points a month with any sort of a team should not be an issue in any way, right? To release your commission, you just need to have 5 active customers. So that means 5 customers that actually purchase something within that 30-day window, within that given month, right? So lifetime customers, you could have many, I have, my wife and I have like 181 lifetime customers, and we get about 20, 30, 40 people every month, depending on, product purchases that are purchasing from us. So you're getting a good 20, 30% of your customers that are going to do some sort of a purchase. So keep the customers going, but then we also have a team, right? And our team is making purchases. So all those things are happening. It's easy to keep that team leader status going. You're earning 40, 50%, right? Your base commission is 40%. You're earning the possibility to also earn a 3-generation leadership match if you promote someone in your team to team leader. So the minute somebody else achieves team leader, you can now earn 40%. I think it's on the next slide or so, 40, 20, or 10% generational match. So if their commission check is $1,000 and they're your first generation team leader, you're gonna make $4,000, right? 40% of whatever the commission was. So that makes it really amazing. You automatically unlock 6 levels of Unilevel. So the same 10 lifetime customers and 1,000 sales points for a planner a manager unlocks 2 levels of Unilevel. For a senior manager unlocks 4 levels of Unilevel. The same exact points and customers unlock 6 levels for team leader. So this is an additional 5 or 3% on top of anything else you have going that is available to you. And then there's top retailer bonus. It just keeps coming. They just keep throwing stuff at us like, well, I guess you guys would like some more money. Here's an idea. To get 20 to 40 lifetime customers, earn 2,000 to 4,000 sales points based on your own production, and you can get another 5 or 10% on top, thus the 50% option, right? So there's so many ways to earn more as a team leader, to grow as a team leader, to keep your team going. It's truly amazing. Anything you do on a personal level, the same as a senior manager, etc. It's sort of a 50-50 split, right? You earn 40%, that's 20% cash rebate on your own personal purchases, and then 20% in Remon dollars. And for the exact same reason that Cynthia mentioned earlier, Remon dollars are amazing because it's an easy way to go like, oh, I have a bunch of these. I call them free dollars, right? But they're little free dollars sitting in my account that I can now buy some products with, right? I love to get the experience kits. My wife and I will get those and we'll gift them to people to get them interested in the products or whatever, So it's almost like Monopoly money. It's real. Don't get me wrong, but they're amazing because they're just sort of there on your account when you kind of need them. So as a team leader, right, similar to the senior manager, if a customer makes a purchase, right, you earn 40% base commission. If you've unlocked the top retailer bonus, 5 or 10% more. It can be 40, 45, 50% on your customer orders based on your sales points and your lifetime customers. Planner orders something, right? They earn their 10%. You earn the additional difference between the 40 and the 10. That's 30%. Manager, senior manager, same thing. You're getting 20% or 10%. And this is just unlimited all the way down. So you get what I call the differential payout between whoever down in your downline orders something. It's going to roll up and you're going to get some amount of that in addition to the unilevel. So that's on top, right? If you've unlocked the unilevel, that's where you're now getting, potentially 25%, 15%, 35%, right? On top of these things, depending on where these people are in your downline. So team leader is the place you want to be because of the generational match, because of the unilevel, 6 levels down, because you have that differential commission that goes all the way down through your team. There's no stoppage anywhere. So it is the place to be, the place to get yourself to. And once you get there, you're going to get so excited that you're going to be like, why can't I just become a director? Why can't I do the next thing? And you're going to just start setting that plan in motion, right? So for team leader, this is sort of the way we say to do it, right? Takes 6,000 sales points to get to a senior manager. If you sign someone up, you want to work with them, you want to get them to grow to senior manager in the quickest amount of time that is reasonable for them, right? For their business. So if they can buy into senior manager because it makes sense and they want that 30% commission immediately, terrific. That's a great way to go. If they say, hey, I need to do this organically, I need to test the waters, whatever the reasoning is, that's okay too. Just work with your planners, work with your partners, get them all. You want to get those 3 senior managers and you want to build deep. You want to have them going for the same thing, right? So you're building that team. That's going to get you to that 50,000 sales points needed to hit team leader to get your business truly going, right? And this is in print right here, right? Duplication of your process. It's the fastest way to become a team leader. So make sure that you have a process, make sure it is simple, don't get complicated, don't get convoluted, don't get stuck in ingredients and having to be perfect about everything. Just learn from the people. You see so many amazing leaders on these calls every week. Every single time I'm here, I hear something different from somebody that I learn more about how they do things, and I just want to replicate them. And one of those people is the gentleman that's going to be speaking to you next. This man is a true icon for me. He's a mentor without being a mentor. He is a mentor because of the way he speaks, because of what he's done, because of his story, and we appreciate him so much in everything he does. So I want to turn this over now to Mr. Tim Herr, who's going to take us through the rest of this presentation. And thank you so much for being here tonight.
Man, Scott, you are so good. I love listening to you, man. I can remember back when I first got in and just picking up information from so many people, but you were one of the keys, man. And I can just tell everybody right now on the call, like, if you right now are like, what is happening? Literally, that was me. Okay. For the first 3 months, I was so embarrassed. I had to call my sponsor every 5 minutes because I didn't understand the dang comp plan. And I can tell you that, like, don't worry. Like, you don't have to understand all this stuff, okay? I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I'm over here taking notes, and I'm like, God dang, I didn't know how good this thing was. What I know about Remon is this, is exactly what Scott just told you, is become a senior manager, create senior managers. That's it. And you do that over and over and over and over and over again. And that's how you hit some of these higher ranks. Because we talked about team leaders, other stuff up there above and beyond that. And really all those ranks are just becoming really, really, really good at making sure when somebody gets started on your team that you support them and get them to the rank of senior manager. And, my background, 30 years ago, I got introduced to this concept, right, of direct selling. And I was literally a high school student, senior year. I had been living on my own, right, for about 3 years. Some of you guys know about McKinney-Vento, right? That I was basically homeless. And what happened to me was my brother-in-law called me and he said, I got really lucky. I met some wealthy people. And I said, let's go. Like, he's like, let's meet these guys. So, and I met some people that were like, hey, I'll show you how to do this. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this is like a dream come true. Can you imagine being a 17-year-old kid that's not going to graduate high school, that only job I ever had in my life was working at a go-kart track? And these wealthy people were like, we'll teach you how to do this. Like what? Like that's what's happening right now. Like you've got the best on this call, like sharing with you how to become successful. When I was aware of that, I was like, this is absolutely amazing. So naturally, I just got started, and they told me all you got to do is hit the first rank, and then keep doing that. And my first year of just following that coaching was able to make, 30. This is 30 years ago, so it's not that much money now, but it was like 147,000 my first year in the industry, and I was like, this is awesome. And what I like the most about it is it's something that's simple. So, like, you all right now can become so successful in Remon because we've got the best products on the planet. Scott kind of made a joke about, believing he's in skincare, right? Look, I've been I've been in skincare selling beauty products for 16 years. Okay. You know what I mean? So I love beauty, right? It's unbelievable for me to say that, 'cause when I got started, I never even used a lotion. But I'm telling you, when I was 6 years old, I promise you, when I was 6 years old, I wasn't like, hey, when I grow up, I want to find the best lotion that I can get excited about and go talk about. You understand? Like, I got involved in these business because when I put the products on, I was like, I've never seen a product that's this fast, this good. And when you have a product that is fast acting, what happens is when people get results and they start getting all these compliments, they're not going to stop using the products, right? They're going to just, like, think about it. I get compliments on my skin all the time. Okay. And I know you're like, dude, you don't look good. I know I don't look good. But if you would have saw me before I got involved in Remon, you would have been appalled, right? You would have you would have said, turn your screen off on a Zoom, right? But it's these products are absolutely remarkable. So when you have the best product on the planet, right? And I really believe that with all my heart, like Linda said, like we really do have the best products on the planet. When you've got something that's so special, you have an obligation and a responsibility to introduce it to people. Right now, people in America are suffering. We all know it, right? People in America have got their hands up and they're saying, hey, you know what? Inflation is hurting. I'm concerned. I'm worried. People are more concerned than ever before. So I feel like we have a responsibility and obligation to introduce people to an opportunity for them to go ahead. All you do is change your face and you can change your finances by just showing people the before and afters. And that's literally what we do. So right now, as you guys are getting started in Remon and you're hearing a lot of information, right? I understand it's a lot of stuff. Just remember one thing. Find out how to go senior manager and get to senior manager fast, right? I promise you. And if you've already done that, find some people, help them get started, and focus on getting them to senior manager fast. And you just keep on doing that and you're going to become successful, right? And how do you do that? We're going to talk about the game plan of commitment to action, but I'm going to fly through this information very quickly. It's very simple. Right now is the best time ever to be getting started in Remon for several reasons. One of them is obviously Black Friday's right around the corner. And that's like, we do more volume in that day than like, we'll do sometimes in a month. I mean, it's unbelievable what happens. So you guys that are getting started, obviously you want to go senior manager now before Black Friday happens so you can benefit from all that. Talk about how to do that, right? So people ask me, they say, Tim, what's the best way to go senior manager fast? People always ask me that, right? I probably get that. I get that asked at least 2 or 3 times a day, okay? And I always go right back to the commitment to action. Okay, this is what I did to blow my business up fast. And Remon was, I got started. When I got started, I got a bunch of product. Like I got 4, because you're allowed to get 4 of the starter sets. Cynthia went over. I got 4, right? Because I'm like, if I'm allowed to get only 4, I'm going to get 4, and I'm going to get the biggest ones. And it automatically made me a senior manager. That's not something that everybody has to do. But what I did right after that was I called all my buddies up. And I got them all over to my house. Okay. They had no idea what we're doing. I just called them up with a sense of urgency and excitement. Okay. And some of you are like, man, I want to have a script. I want to do this. That's great. But it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. Right. It's like whatever you've got going. I just called my friends and said, whatever you got going on tomorrow, man, you got to cancel. You got to get over my house. Trust me. I got my hands on something big. You got to get over here now. And all my buddies came over to my house. And I just said, hey, dude, like this company Remon, they did $2.5 billion. And I told them the story about Remon of what I knew about it. And I somewhat tried to show them the compensation plan. I couldn't figure it out. So I had to call up my sponsor and have them go over it. And I just got everybody started right away. And we just duplicated that over and over again. I didn't know at the time it was called a pop-up, right? But that's what it is pop-up, right? And I've always been taught that a perfect pop-up tomorrow, right? A bad pop-up today is better than a perfect pop-up tomorrow, right? My pop-up was probably not the best, right? I go to pop-ups all the time and sometimes people have bowls and like nice linen and like stuff like that. I didn't have the bowls, right? I was like, go to my sink, wash your face off of this stuff. You're not going to believe how great your skin feels, right? So it's like when I do things, I just get excited and I take action because people are going to remember how you made them feel. And if you just believe and you transfer that emotion and excitement to people, people are going to get excited about it too. So the key is everybody, when they get started, the first thing they want to do is have as many pop-ups as possible, right? Linda talked about it. She was doing one-on-one pop-ups. That's fine, right? You can do a one-on-one pop-up. A pop-up doesn't have to have tons of people at it. Yeah, now, if you have more people at it, you're going to have better results. But sometimes at the beginning, you might not be somebody that feels, excited, like you get confident enough to be able to get in front of a room of people. So your pop-ups might be smaller, right? So just realize you want to get the products on the people. Think about this. Find people with skin. Who do you know in your family that has skin? Who do you know in your family that has a wrinkle? Let's get rid of them, right? Let's get rid of them. You're my neighbor. You're not going to be out mowing your grass with wrinkles on. I'm not going to allow that in my neighborhood, right? My block is the best. I'm telling you what, my neighbors are glowing. You know what I mean? Like, they're glowing. They already know that, right? I got to go see Tim and get my glow on, right? So have your first date, have your second date, like your first one, second one. I always like to do weekends, weekdays. I like to do one right away. And even if one or two people show up, it doesn't matter. Like, I want urgency and excitement. So then they're like, you just got started yesterday and you already showed it to me. They're going to duplicate the same thing. But if I say, yeah, I got started 2 months ago, now I'm showing you, they're going to be like wanting to do the same thing. So always remember, however you go about it is what's going to duplicate. So if you're hesitate and you tiptoe, people are going to tiptoe. For me, I just like to run fast. Okay. And I know that I'm not going to be perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to make mistakes because it's believable, right? When I'm like telling people I have no idea what that product does. Like, it was like, now it's like one of my favorite products. I don't know. I've got it somewhere around here, but it's like I call it I put it under my bags in my eyes, but it's like, I just get excited and I'm just putting this stuff on my face and I'm like, this is the best, right? And I just get excited and I share my passion and people get excited about it. So the most important thing you've got to do is make your list. If you don't make your list, you're literally going to have your trouble with posture. What I mean by that is when you have a big list and someone says, no means not now. Okay. So if I call somebody up and I'm like, man, you got to get over here to my house right now. I've got something big going on. I got to meet with you next 24, 48 hours. And they're like, Tim, I'm not interested. What do you think I say? I say, of course you're not interested. If you're interested, call me. Right? How could you be interested in something you don't understand? Man, we got to get together so I can show you what I'm doing. You're going to be really interested, okay? And you're not looking for people that are going to be interested because they shouldn't be interested until they look at it, right? If someone's like, dude, whatever you're doing, I'm interested. It's like, you don't even know what I'm doing. Let's look at it first, right? So just realize your excitement is going to be contagious. Your passion, my excitement is a little bit different than Scott's excitement, right? You know what I mean? Anna's excitement's a little bit different than Cynthia's. Linda's we're all excited in our own way. And when your friends know you, they know your excitement. And I don't take no for an answer, right? And I get people to share. I just share the products. My before and afters, like, unbelievable, right? And I just show my before and afters. And I'm like, look at what's going on, right? It's like, can you imagine? Think about this. Like, everybody right now in America, like, there's nobody in America saying, I don't want to look better. Like, nobody's like, man, I wish I looked worse, right? Can you imagine if somebody's like, man, I wish I looked worse. I wish I didn't look so good. Like, people aren't saying that. People want to look better. And when you can help them do that, they become more confident. So set up your orientation time. That's today. Presentation. Thursday, we've got Jermaine Johnson and Mona Johnson. They're my two favorite presenters in Remon, man. And my wife's too, right? And when I do a presentation, she's always like, man, you're good, but not as good as Jermaine, right? Because Jermaine is so good. He's so good. So you get your guests in front of Jermaine and Mona. They're going to do a presentation. It's going to be amazing. Next team event, time and date. Just get a plan. But the key is to take massive action, okay? Right now, this is the most exciting promotion we've ever had in Remon history, is this Fast Start promotion they just announced last night. Like, I had trouble sleeping. I was so excited. And the reason why I'm so excited about this is because when a brand new person gets in, what do they want to do? Right? Everybody, everybody, first time they sign up, everybody says the same thing. I got to go senior manager. I got to go senior manager. Everybody wants to go senior manager. Like, that's everybody. Like, that's the first thing everybody does. People are like, they know they've got to get to senior manager, because once they do that, they're just going to be teaching people how to do that for the rest of their career. And they know they want to create a fast story, right? Everybody knows that. Your story of how you became a senior manager, you're going to be telling that for your entire career. So everybody has that senior manager story. So guess what they want to do? They want to create a fast senior manager story. So guess what? We're incentivizing them to do that. I love this. If somebody gets started now, today, let's say you got started last night. What's the first thing you want to do? You want to go senior manager. When do you want to go senior manager by? before Black Friday, right? Everybody knows that. So you getting people started right now, everybody right now in Remon's, I got to get people started now so I can get them in and get them trained before Black Friday, because I want to help everybody right now make a lot of money for Christmas, right? If you want to have an amazing Christmas right now, obviously what you want to do is help other people do the same thing. Imagine if you helped your friends make a lot of money in Remon this month by taking advantage of Black Friday. But if you wait 2 or 3 days before Black Friday and get them in, they're not going to be familiarized with the products. They're not even going to have their products in time, right? You got to get them in today, right now. So the urgency and excitement right now in Remon is over the top. I've never seen it so amazing, right? Where everybody's like, and if you care about people, which we all do, we want to get them in now. That's why everybody's going to have guests on the Thursday event, right? With Jermaine and Mona, because they're going to help you get buddies enrolled, right? But when you hit senior manager this month, if you have a start date in November and hit senior manager in November, bam, you make a $500 bonus. Now, I don't have a November start date, right? But I love this bonus. Why? Because I want to help my people get started and get a $500 bonus as a product credit, right? Which is, products are more important than money, right? Because that's what make you more money, right? So like this right here, these are my money, right? This is how I get people started in Remon. You know what I mean? Like, this is it. Like, I get the products. My products are that's my business, is I get the products on people's face. I add wrinkles. So you want to help your people get a $500 product credit bonus, right? If they get that product credit bonus, they're fired up because now they've got more ammunition to build their business, right? They've got more sales force, right? Your sales force is what? Your products. Your products are your sales force. The more products you have, the more money you're going to make, because you're going to get them on people's skin, right? So there's explanation. You go to the drive that we talked about earlier, get all the details on it. And you want to get this promotion. You guys all know we've got amazing before and afters, unbelievable before and afters. It's just amazing. Like, people, when you're looking better, like, that's just awesome, right? You just feel better, right? When you're getting compliments, a lot of people are addicted to compliments. They love compliments, right? So you're going to be getting so many compliments with Remon, right? And we all know, right? Look at the hair. I mean, it's remarkable. The before and afters that people have with Remon. I love these. I love these before and afters. It's like when you see people looking better, they're just so happy. Like, they're like getting compliments all the time. Looks aren't everything. Don't get me wrong, right? Looks are not everything. But I'm telling you what, right now, compliments do mean a lot, right? And whenever you've got situations where you face it, got you kind of like bummed out or whatever, or self-conscious, you want to be able to help people obviously have the most amount of confidence they can, right? So we know about the support system, Remon.com, the drive where all the action happens, launching your business. We talked about it. The most important thing is this, okay? If you're taking notes right now, you need to be aware of what's going on. Tomorrow, we have the event going on. The convention, you've got it. Everybody's going to be in Long Beach. I mean, everybody knows, get people in, get them to senior manager, get them to Long Beach. Your business grows like wildfire. We're going to have a convention coming up in Long Beach where people have the most fun in their life at those conventions. Right now, we're growing like wildfire everywhere, right? And we're literally opening up countries like never before. Wednesday, we got Product University. Okay, that's tomorrow. So take a picture of this. You'll get some great, it's about a 30-minute call with Angie. You'll hear a lot of amazing things about how great our products are. And then Thursday, now realize you don't need to know about the products to be able to get people to try them, right? It's like, these products are absolutely amazing. All you got to do, like, trust me, get these next level, right? And just get people to try the products, okay? I don't know about the products. I don't know about all these big words that are in the products and stuff like that, right? I know Giant Byung Pool, Jeju Love Energy Water, microfluidization. Let's go. Thursday, this is it. So right now, we want to get as many people started as possible so they can take advantage of Black Friday, and they can, guess what? Have a very Merry Christmas, right? So make sure everybody's going to have guests on this. I already know that. Everybody's been building up for it already, because Mona and Jermaine doing a presentation together, everybody knows that's magic, right? So everybody's like building up for this already. That's all everybody's talking about is Thursday, okay? Black Friday's coming. I got to get you to understand. Black Friday's coming, okay? It's going to be it's going to be absolutely next level. What's going to be happening with Black Friday? So I want to tell you right now that this is your time, right? This is your chance. We're going to be there for you every step of the way, okay? This moment in time will never be duplicated again. This moment in time will never be recreated again. What we want to do right now for you, right, is we want you to, guess what? Win big, right? And the first step is, if you're not a senior manager yet, you're the most important person in Remon right now to each and every one of us. If you're not a senior manager yet, you're the most important person, right? Because guess what? Everybody right now in Remon wants to do, get you to senior manager, right? Because once you know how to become a senior manager, now it's all possible. Because then all you got to do is teach other people to do what you just did. And I'm telling you right now, this window of opportunity will never be recreated again. Think about what's happening, right? We got Black Friday coming up right now. We got the convention coming up right now, right after that in the end of February. Okay. The amount of business right now that's about to happen in Remon is going to go bananas. And I want you to be a part of it. Right. I want you to be a part of it. Right now, if you are not on your senior manager run, you want to get on your senior manager run right now. You want to call up the person you're working with and you want to tell them, hey, look, you know what? I'm ready to go to the top. Right. I know that senior manager where the action happens. I want to get to senior manager right now. And if you've already hit the position of senior manager, congratulations to you. What you got to be thinking right now is, who do I got on my team right now that's not a senior manager? I got to get him a senior manager. And I'm telling you right now, we're going to create more senior managers this month than we ever have in the history of Remon. I promise you that. Okay. And how we're going to do that? By helping everybody understand we want to help them get the senior manager before Black Friday. And we are going to help everybody out every step of the way. We've got an amazing training system, second to none. And I'm so excited to be able to get a chance to work with each and every one of you guys. We're going to make this thing happen together. We're going to make sure that everybody wins. So I'm fired up like never before. I'm super excited about this moment in time because I love Black Friday. I've been in skincare sales, you guys, for the last, you know what I mean? Like I said, last 16 years, I've been selling beauty products. Last company I built, I sold $1 billion of the beauty products. And I'm telling you, Black Friday was always the best. It was like, oh my gosh. But with Remon and the quality of the products that we have, you guys, we are literally sitting in a gold mine right now. And you got to pick. And let's start picking some gold out. Let's go. Let's make this thing happen together. Appreciate everybody's time. Apologize for me being excited. I know some of you are like, this guy's way too excited. I apologize, but if you've been where I've been, you'd be very excited too, okay? We're going to make sure you guys make it. Let's lock arms. Let's not let anybody get left behind, and let's all go to the top together. Thank you, Scott, Anna, Linda, Cynthia. You guys did an amazing job today. Honored to be a part of it. Love you guys. We're making it happen together. See you guys at the top. Let's make it happen, everybody.